Hello, my name is Divya. I'm here to do presentation on Nova Scotia tourism using SQL Server Reporting Studio. OBS Studio is used to capture this presentation. Before we start going into analysis, I just want to show you that I've used open source branding available on GitHub to provide branding for this page. I just took the logo from Nova Scotia tourism website over here, but everything else is the default color set that was available in the open source branding. And I have my data sets in this folder and data sources here. There are 3 KPIs. This might make more sense once we take a look at the report. So let's get the report straight. First, I'm going to do analysis on season or mode of entry based on over the years. So if we see here, we have all 4 seasons through 2006 to 2023. Similarly, we have air versus road stats for the same years. We can select any one particular season if you would like to see or analyze deeper on that particular season. If I have to reset, just to notice here, 2019 to 21, we have like big dip here. It's because of how pandemic affected the travel or tourism. Now, we were able to um, create a text box look like a button. So we were impressed by this. But if you want to select multiple seasons, there's an option here to bring down the drop down. You can select, for example, spring, summer, autumn, and then view the report. That highlights spring and summer. Through the years, we can see that summer is the leading season all over, um, probably because it's warmer and more comfortable to travel. And road has been the most dominant mode of transport of entry. If we go back, my next analysis is based on visitor origin. It is understandable that only Canada and US would be entering the country by road, so we don't have any air stats or overseas stats under the road section, but we do have overseas under air. And if you see the table, here is the split up between each origin and the visitor count. Now, unlike Power Query and Power BI, where we depend heavily on visualizations, SQL Server Reporting Studio focuses more on the raw data or the numbers. So I didn't mind really showing the raw numbers here. So it can also show how there can be a discrepancies in data. For example, here there is one field that says overseas, which is a bit redundant because um, it should have been a bit more clear if we're going down to the origin. So we might analyze or see this particular data and go back to the um, business and mention that we have certain records being populated as overseas where it doesn't make much sense. So let's try to come up with the actual name, like for example in this case Europe or USA or UK. No? Now if we go back, my last analysis is on operator type. Now under operator type, this is purely numbers again. So we have different operator types that could, group the tourism that is available. So for example, in this case, we have accommodation, attractions, campground or restaurants, trails. So in this case, if you want to go ahead and select just the accommodations or um, campgrounds, for example, let's expand here. And we see the list of campgrounds that are available along with the count of those. But if you want to go ahead and see the list of all the operator types that are available. So here's the sub-report that's attached. Let's click on this. Now once the sub-report is expanded, you can see each type with the specific number with their name that is available in the sub-report if you want to look. And over here it went, for example, one of 3 pages, so it went up till 3 pages. Here under the sub-report, I just added the data name. So we have Tourism Nova Scotia here, and I just added the page numbers and the timestamp for when the report is run. Now, let's go back to KPIs and see if that makes sense right now after seeing our reports. This is depending on the data we have analyzed so far and not a complete set, or it might not make full sense as of now. But here I have 3 KPIs. One would be tourist operator count, and one is the visiting countries count, and one is the visitors over the years. So when I say tourist operators, for now I'm just showing the number, just plain number, because I think it's a constantly increasing growth. So for now, it's not linked to any report, so it's just plain number. The next one, visiting countries. Again, it's a plain number, but I have just added the link to the official Tourism Canada website. So I got my data set from this website. So here, this 23 countries is based on the data we gather from the official tourism website. So I thought it might make more sense to add the website there. Now my last one is visitors over the year, and right now uh, we have seen one report over yearly, and we've seen the dip for the years for 2019 to 2021. So this is the dip, and it's increasing. And I made the color to be neutral because if we see the trend after 2021, the visitor stats are like slowly coming back to its earlier stage. So that's why it's neutral. If it went past that earlier stage or earlier trend, we can go ahead and make it um, good, so which would be green in color. That's why the visitor countries and visitors over the years are both in neutral color, that is gold. Now I've added link to this KPI to our season and mode of entry report, the yearly report. So if we click here on the KPI, it'll open our seasons versus mode of entry report, which we've seen. So that's my presentation on Tourism Nova Scotia using Report to Service Studio. Thank you.